every day, one by one, I'm gonna try every recipe of Laura, starting from the very beginning. Come, join me on my challenge. Let's go! Hi everyone! My name is Ruta and welcome to the 128th day of my challenge where I'm gonna try a... Okay, what was the name? It was so long. Roasted pepper and portobello mushroom panini. I think that's that. And I actually have quite a few things to mention, so I even have a little list here. So I'll just dive right into that. First, let's start with the name, roasted pepper. I've already made them in advance because the recipe calls for already roasted peppers, and I have an entire video where I was trying Laura's roasted peppers recipe, which is so awesome. If you have never tried them, you have to. This is one of the best recipes of hers I've tried so far, and this is day 100, what was that again, 28? So that says a lot. I've made it countless times. So I'm gonna leave the link to that video in the description box down below. Obviously I won't show how I made because I just want to, well, save time. And then the other second part of the title is the portobello mushrooms. So I'm not actually gonna use portobello mushrooms just because we don't have them here where I live now. And after I googled and after I remembered reading this back when I was in Lithuania and I was trying some stuffed portobello mushroom recipe, that actually these button mushrooms are kind of the same as portobello, just like tiny. So I figured, you know what, I can totally use those, just a little bit more of them to compensate for the size. So that's two. What else? Oh, okay, so there's fresh rosemary in this recipe. Unfortunately, I've used up fully my rosemary plant, which I totally smuggled from Turkey when we went once for holiday, and well, I don't have it anymore, so I figured I'll just use the dry one, right? What's the harm in that? Besides, I really want to try that recipe, you know? I feel like you get the most creative when you really want something. Okay, what else? Ooh, and the last thing is about the mozzarella. This recipe calls for some smoked mozzarella. Again, every single time recipe calls for such mozzarella, I always substitute it with the only and most perfect kind we have here, the fresh one, those fresh balls. So that's what I'm gonna use as well. But other than that, which I feel like I covered almost all of the ingredients, let's go over them and let's get started. We are gonna need a couple of crusty rolls, a few mushrooms, stems removed, 2 large roasted red bell peppers, 100 grams of mozzarella, thinly sliced, 2 cloves of garlic, 1 clove grated and 1 whole, 1/3 teaspoon of dry rosemary, a few leaves of fresh basil, 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil, 2 tablespoons of balsamic vinegar, and salt and pepper. I'll start by making the marinade for the mushrooms. So I'll take the grated garlic, rosemary, extra virgin olive oil, balsamic vinegar, add all to this bowl, season with salt and pepper, and then just mix to combine. I feel that would have been way easier to do with fork, but oh wow. So now I'm gonna add in the mushrooms and coat them really nicely with the marinade. Oh, they smell already really nice. So now I'm gonna let them marinate for 5 minutes, and in the meantime I'm gonna put my grill pan to preheat over medium-high heat. My grill pan is really nice and hot, so I brought my mushrooms and I'm gonna grill them now for a couple of minutes on each side. Okay, I'm kind of puzzled right now because I'm supposed to grill now my buns or rolls or whatever you have cut side down only for about 1 minute, but am I supposed to do on that? I have only one grill pan, so I don't know, maybe I'm gonna test with one, and if not, I'm okay without grilling too. So I'm reducing the heat to low now. Okay, that seems okay. So I'm gonna do in these corners because they seem the cleanest. Oh, and I totally forgot. Right after you take off your grilled, well, rolls, you want to take the garlic and just rub it all over. It's like I'm cleaning all the grill marks. I'm so happy everything ended well. So now the assembly. Which ones? These ones are at the bottom. First, you want to put a couple of slices of mozzarella. Then the roasted pepper, which I'm gonna season a little bit with salt and pepper because they're not seasoned. I totally need to go and wash my hands now. Okay, now the mushrooms. Basil. And now you don't want to get rid of these juices, so as they would kind of slide off here, I will pour them on this part. Will be divine. Okay, so now the only thing I have left is mozzarella, which I'm gonna put over the top and then the top of the roll. And now let's head back to the stove to grill them up. Okay, so I'm back to my grill pan, which I've decided to use the same one, but I have turned it off before because I was afraid that this will burn. But I do have clean spots right here, which I'm planning to use. So it's turned off right now, but I will turn it on back just in a second and preheat and all that. But I just wanted to explain what I'm gonna do first. So I'll take these assembled sandwiches, put in the clean spots, and then you need like a panini press or something heavy to weigh them down. So I don't have a panini press, but I have a heavy skillet, which I covered from the bottom with some aluminum foil just because I didn't feel comfortable, you know, putting it like bare bottom on the sandwiches. I don't know. So I just covered them with aluminum foil. So once I put the sandwiches there, I'm gonna put the skillet on top of them to weigh them down, and to make it even heavier, I'm gonna put a pot on top of this. And then I'm supposed to grill them for a few minutes on each side, but I'm so afraid to burn them. I think I'm just gonna do it for like 2 minutes on each side and call it good and hope for the best. So let's do it, guys. Besides that one mushroom, which is kind of overboard, everything else looks pretty good. So I think 2 minutes are a little bit too little, so I'm gonna grill now for 3. Next time I'm gonna definitely use bigger rolls. These are a little bit too small, I feel like, and then I can totally see the advantage of portobello mushroom. It's huge, it will not run away anywhere because these little guys, they were kinda running for their lives. And I can definitely grill them longer than 3 minutes even, maybe even 4. Like, yeah, I think I will try 4 minutes on each side because while I did succeed pressing them, I don't really have the grill marks. But I have a mess and I have a really nicely smelling mess. So let's try. I think I won't try this one because that one, it's totally falling apart, but this one, it's kind of holding its shape nicely, ignoring the other things that fall out of it. But I don't think there are any mushrooms, are there? Let's see. Roasted pepper. I promise you that whatever you cook with it will turn out amazing. This is such a mess. But it's totally because the rolls are too small, I feel like. If they were bigger, then they would hold everything nicer, but the taste... Okay, so this is an amazing combination of everything. And there's something in between my teeth. There's a roasted bell pepper. It's bound to be divine. Like, I love its taste. So I couldn't say anything bad about it. I was a little bit scared that I'm gonna burn it in the end, but everything turned out great. And I really want to run and eat while it's still warm because so good. So if you want, go and check the original recipe by Laura there. The written one, as always, is in the description box down below, both in American and the metric systems. And that's it. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope that this was helpful, and I'll see you in a day. Bye!